Okay, so we've got like this really short little message. Sorry that I haven't been uploading for a while. I have been focusing on my main channel, Blaze Runner. But, I mean, even in just these, 15 words, there's a lot to unpack.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, right off the bat, we've got this absence, right? Like, they're acknowledging that they haven't been around as much.
Exactly. And then there's that whole main channel thing. Like, it makes you wonder, what's going on over on Blaze Runner? What's so important there? You know?
It definitely implies that there are other channels, right? Like, this isn't their only online presence. It's just their main one.
That's a good point. It's like,
Yeah.
imagine a musician saying, sorry, I haven't been playing many gigs lately. I've been focusing on recording my album. You automatically know they're not just a recording artist. They play live, too.
Exactly. And it gives you a sense of where their priorities are at the moment. They're in album mode.
Right. And in this case, Blaze Runner is the album, whatever that is. We don't know the specifics, but we know it's important to this person. It's their main thing.
And that's fascinating to me because it speaks to the strategic choices creators make. Like, why even have multiple channels in the first place?
Yeah, why not just focus on one thing?
Right. Well, one reason could be experimentation. You know, you're trying different platforms, seeing what sticks. Maybe you start on YouTube, then you try Twitch, then you're on TikTok and Instagram too.
It's like trying to figure out where your audience is, where you get the most engagement.
Exactly. And maybe over time you realize, okay, one of these platforms is really working for me. That's where I'm going to put most of my effort. That becomes the main channel.
Makes sense. It's kind of like how in life you might try different hobbies or activities.
Yeah.
You know, see what you like best. And eventually you kind of gravitate toward the ones that really click with you.
Absolutely. And this creator is essentially doing that in the digital world. They've decided Blaze Runner is where their focus is right now.
And it makes you wonder why.
Right.
What is it about Blaze Runner that makes it so special? What are they doing over there that's taking up all their time?
We can only speculate, but it's clear that they see it as a worthwhile investment. It's their main hustle.
And I think that speaks to a larger point about online content creation in general. It's not easy. Especially if you're juggling multiple platforms. You know, you've got to create content, edit it, promote it, interact with your audience. It's a lot.
Oh, absolutely. It's a full-time job for many people. And even for those who are doing it part-time, it still requires a lot of dedication and effort.
So even though this message is super short, it actually tells us quite a bit about the creator and their mindset. They're focused, they're strategic, and they're putting in the work, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've got their main channel and they're committed to it. They're even willing to let other things slide a little bit to make sure Blaze Runner gets the attention it deserves.
So the big takeaway here, I think, is even though we don't know much about this creator or their content, we can see that they're serious about what they do. And that's something we can all appreciate, whether we're content creators ourselves or just consumers of online content.
Absolutely. And it makes you think, what's your main focus in life in general? I mean, what's the one thing you're really pouring your energy into? And how do you decide what that is? In a world with so many distractions, it's an important question to ask yourself.
It is. Food for thought, for sure.
Definitely.
Well, on that note, thanks for joining me for another deep dive.
My pleasure. Always a good time.
Until next time, everybody.
Yeah.
Stay curious.
Keep exploring.